Yeah, not what you were expecting, was it? And that's like all the cars on this list. Because stock, they sound like any other commuter car. But if you straight pipe it, which literally costs you nothing, you can make her sing. Sing! Yeah, baby. So in this video, I'm gonna show you 4 cars plus an honorable mention that'll go from 0 to hero with just a straight pipe. God, his neighbors must love him. By the way, it's great to see you guys again. Let's go. Man, I bet you didn't know that German muscle could sound so good, but it totally can. And the BMW 5 Series has always been something pretty special, offering classic styling and superb handling. It just begs you to push it. Plus, the masterpiece that makes this BMW sound so good straight piped is the 4.4 liter V8 pushing out 282 horses and a robust 324 foot-pounds of torque. And seriously, in a certain spec, this is probably my favorite, well, at least top 3 BMWs of all time. And it's this car, the E39 540i with the 6-speed manual transmission. To me, it's the ultimate sports sedan that comes standard with firmer suspension with a lower ride height, bigger wheels, and the proper gearbox. Which, when it comes time to put the pedal to the metal and you need to get to 60 miles an hour as quickly as possible, you'll make it happen in well under 6 seconds. And guess what? You can snag one of these with a 6-speed manual for just $3,000. Now, for the people that are unfortunately not with you in the car and they're outside, this is what it's gonna sound like when you fly by. It has a growl that you'll definitely notice. And as a driver, I mean, how could it not put a smile on your face? So, that transversely fitted V8 motor put in the 2nd generation Volvo is known as the B8444S, and it was built by Yamaha of Japan, and it pumps out an electrifying 311 horses and 325 foot-pounds of torque. And the thing that I love about Volvos in general is that they're more well known for safety than they are performance. And don't get me wrong, the Volvo S80 is safe, comfortable, and the first Volvo sedan with an 8-cylinder under the hood. This car is so under the radar because when you see it on the road, you think you've seen it 1,000 times before. But then 0 to 60 comes in just 5.6 seconds, which isn't typical for the Scandinavian company at all. Plus, for under 4,000 bucks, you can snag this gray S80 all-wheel drive with the infamous 4.4 liter V8. And because the S80 came with a few lesser engines, you really don't expect this when the Volvo takes off down the road. Now, believe it or not, the Yamaha built V8 actually came in the Volvo XC90. So I'm not gonna say that you should, but you could buy one, straight pipe it, and really piss off the neighbors. Which brings us to the ideal question of the day. What is your favorite style of driving? Is it pitching your car sideways and getting the perfect angle in your drift? Or is it living your life a quarter mile at a time? Or is it going off-road and attacking the perfect line? Or is it just something that I didn't mention here? Let us know your favorite way to use your car on or off the road down in the comments. This might help us with some content for next year. All right, let's go. Okay, as we can see, the common trend here is a V8 engine. And I promise, not every car on this list has a V8, but most V8 engines do sound great straight piped. And the 4.6 liter in the 5th generation Mustang is not only a crowd favorite, but the modular V8 really knows how to growl. And that motor in the Mustang GT was a huge deal when it came out in 2005, because it was the first Mustang GT to be offered with 300 plus horsepower stock. And it could lay down 0 to 60 times in just over 5 seconds. And the S197 Mustang really is an incredible value these days. And for under 5,000 bucks, you can find GTs like this one all day long. And if you use the ideal car strategies, you can get it for less than that. And let's just say you can have a ton of fun making insane noises. Just promise me this, that you keep the nose pointed in the right direction when you mash the go pedal. Otherwise, you might go from crowd favorite to just being a part of the crowd. I hope everybody is okay, and I think that car will buff out. But now it's time for that honorable mention. So yeah, it sort of sounds like a Nissan 350Z or even a GTR. Either way, I bet you never thought a straight-piped IS250 would give you the goosebumps. But this Lexus is the athletic sports sedan that not only aged really well, but you can get the IS250 in a 6-speed manual transmission, which is really cool considering that there aren't that many 4-door sedans that are out there that will let you shift your own gears. And personally, I think it makes the chassis feel so much more balanced. Plus, the 2.5-liter V6 cranks out a little over 200 horses and pushes it from 0 to 60 in a manageable 7.1 seconds. And yeah, that isn't fantastic performance, but it'll sound good doing it. Plus, these things have gotten cheap. Like, here's a nice little black IS250 for under $4 grand. Now, we can't forget that Lexus also offered the bigger brother, the IS350, which had a class-leading 3.5-liter pushing out about 100 more horses than the IS250. But, and there's a big but, they never offered it with a manual transmission. So if you want to row your own gears in your Lexus and you want it to sound legendary straight piped, there really is only one choice. Lexus IS250, baby. Oh, and real quick, if you are considering the IS250, you might want to consider its older brother, the Lexus IS300, which was essentially Japan's answer to the BMW 3 Series, with the, dare I say, legendary 2JZ 3-liter inline 6. Just food for thought. Back-to-back Lexuses, huh? Or is it Lexi? Anyway, this time, this Lexus has a V8, and it's the Lexus LS400. And the second generation of the flagship has a 4-liter V8 pumping out 260 horses and 270 foot-pounds of torque. And these are extremely well-rounded machines. And they've been known to be excellent candidates for the low, static VIP-style car. But what most people don't know about these cars is how good they sound with a straight-piped V8, because it sounds mean as hell. Heck, for under $3, you can snag this, straight pipe it, and VIP. And then when you're off chasing triple digits, it'll sound great and look the part getting there. And while we're on the topic of cheap cars, make sure you watch this video and never buy any of these. Or check out what YouTube recommends you watch next. Oh, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. But either way, you can't lose, and as always, keep living that ideal lifestyle.